Did you know food sensitivity you weren't even aware of can lead to weight gain and even an autoimmune disease? Here to explain this scary scenario, dietitian Allie Miller, a natural foods expert with Naturally Nourished. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I think it's important for people to know, first of all, the difference between a food allergy and a sensitivity. There is a difference.
Yes. And earlier today you guys were talking about the EpiPens on a plane and things such as that. That's more of an immediate onset allergy, the anaphylactic type reaction. We can also have a delayed onset reactivity with an allergy, which can be about 72 hours after consumption. So it can be really hard to determine what's causing that reaction, you know, not an immediate bite and then the puffy lips or the swelling. And then food sensitivity is even a step further. It's an inflammatory response that the body has based on the immune system from food sensitivities.
I think one of the biggest questions people ask me all the time is why are we seeing so many more food allergies and sensitivities lately, especially sensitivities?
Yes, there's a couple of theories on that. One is the rise of antibacterial use and the superbugs that we're starting to see. So we're seeing less good gut bacteria, and that really helps our immune system to be less overreactive. And so with that bacteria change, we see that as an impact. We're also seeing a reaction with the genetically modified foods and the hybridized foods. In fact, the CDC noted 93% increase irritation to soy now that it's been genetically modified. So that creates some gut irritation, and then those antigens or proteins get into the bloodstream and the immune system goes on high alert.
When it goes on high alert, it causes all kinds of medical problems, and some of them can be pretty serious. You can certainly feel terrible all the time.
Right. So I always explain, you know, the immune system, just like if you bumped your elbow, you're going to get a bruise and you're going to get a pooling of fluid. Well, you can have that throughout the body. So we could be low-grade inflammation where we're just retaining fluid and the body's not optimizing metabolism, so that'll slow down our weight loss. Also, we can see bone and joint pain. We can see digestive concerns like irritable bowel, and also some severe concerns like autoimmune conditions like Crohn's disease and rheumatoid arthritis.
You've mentioned soy because it's been genetically modified. What are some other culprits that people need to know about?
We also want to watch for corn, and as well as soy and corn are the two big ones, as well as wheat. Those are going to be the three largest modified crops that we're looking at.
Okay, so do people experience less problems when it's not a GMO, if they can find the all-natural form of it?
They can, because it doesn't have as much gut irritation. But once the irritation's occurred, it could even be a superfood, and that's what's really interesting. Someone's superfood can be someone else's kryptonite. Yeah. So I've seen clients even react to blueberries or turmeric, really healthy options.
Well, when you're eating a lot of stuff, it's hard to tell what's affecting you. So how do you find out?
So we run a blood test. It's called an MRT test. It stands for mediator release test, and it looks at an inflammatory response to 150 foods and chemicals. So in the chemical section, it's even natural occurring chemicals like caffeine or solanine, which is a chemical in your nightshades, your sweet potatoes, bell peppers, and eggplant. And so we can see irritants from things like MSG or natural chemicals, as well as foods. So even in the dairy section, one client might tolerate cottage cheese, but not yogurt.
You brought in some healthy alternatives. Let's talk about
that. So everyone's unique. So what we do in the practice when we get your blood is we might have to make some swaps from your daily routine. So maybe cashew butter instead of almond butter, or instead of peanut butter. When we're looking at flours, we might use coconut flour or almond flour, or even a whole grain flour. Someone may be taking turmeric, like the curcumin capsules for fighting against inflammation, and that could be a red of a severe reaction for them. So we might want to switch them into ginger, another anti-inflammatory. And then oils, you know, if you're using cooking oils or dressings, we want to choose one that the body has the least response to. And so we have this scoring system, and we slowly lower the inflammation in their body, and that can help to yield the weight loss and anti-inflammatory support.
And butter and other types of wool as well?
Yes, so for saturated fats or solid fats, we could go between ghee, which is clarified without casein of dairy, or butter, or we could use the coconut oil. And then sweeteners, we have our maple syrup, dates, brown rice syrup, and honey. So there's always an option, but it's really finding your own body's personal GPS and how to navigate it.
Allie Miller, brilliant information that I really think can affect and help everybody who's listening right now.
Especially if you're hitting a stubborn wall, maybe it's your body telling you something.